What's up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's DripGodDero, and I'm back at you guys with another banger. So in today's video, we will be ranking every player on the Denver Nuggets 2022-2023 NBA roster. Now, before we do get into that video and switch over, I do want to shout out a new subscriber. That subscriber's name is Hawks Pods. Now, I'm assuming that Pods means production, and it's Pods with 2 Z's. So you know who you are. But anyways, I will be shouting out all of the new subscribers whenever I do get a new subscriber with my videos until it becomes unbearable. Until so many subscribers are subscribing every day that I can't name them all. But I do feel like that's just a nice touch to just show my appreciation to the new subscribers. So welcome to the Drip God family, man. Welcome to the Drip God family, Hawks Pods. But without further ado, let's switch over so we can get into this ranking. Alright, so we all switched over and y'all see the different rankings. Now, if you've never been here, I like to categorize my rankings of players in 5 different categories. Now, the categories are stars of the team, very good player deserves big minutes, decent rotational player gives you solid minutes, fine for garbage time / development, and get them off the motherfucking team. Now, all these players will be in order from best to worst. So the player I put right here as the first player, that will be the best player. The player I put on get them off the team or fine for garbage time as the last player, that will be the worst player. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So first and foremost, let's just start off with the obvious. Nikola Jokic is the star of the team, and he is also the best player of the team. I don't feel like we really need to talk too much about Nikola Jokic, but for those people who don't really watch the NBA and things of that nature, he is a 2-time MVP, and it's looking like he could possibly be a 3-time MVP, back to back to back. So with that being said, that's who Nikola Jokic is, and hey, let's keep it moving. The second best player on the team, in my opinion, is Jamal Murray. Now, Jamal Murray, he's still coming to form, but so far I feel like he's been looking pretty good out here. I like to see his shooting numbers go up a little bit, but other than that, he has been pretty solid. He has been passing the ball pretty well. He has been shooting the ball okay, and he's still getting into form. I love to see how well he plays once he does have a full season under his belt. But so far, I do consider him a star of the team right now. The third best player, in my honest opinion, I feel like it is Aaron Gordon. Now, it's hard for me to put him, to judge where I would put him. Would I put him at very good player deserves big minutes or stars of the team? Now me, I think I'm gonna go with stars of the team, and the reason I got him as stars of the team is because I definitely like what he provides, and I feel like he is a pivotal part of this team. Now, I know a lot of people might not like this, and they might think a player whose name starts with an M, his last name starts with a P, and he has a junior at the end of his name should be right there. But me personally, I feel like Aaron Gordon, he's been better this year. He's been getting to the foul line. He's been shooting from 3 well. He's been playing great defense, especially on those bigger wings. And it's like, what else more can you ask for him? He's pretty much fulfilling that potential that the Orlando Magic originally saw in him. So shout out to Aaron Gordon. I actually got him as a star of the team this year. As the 4th best player on this team, I have KCP. Now, I got him as very good player deserves big minutes. Now, this man has been shooting 47% from 3, and as we all know, he does provide great defense as well. So shout out to KCP. I need to actually make a top role players tier list or something of that nature to list out my top 10 role players. He may be in that list. So shout out to KCP though. 47% from 3 while playing great defense. What else can you ask for? Right behind him, I do have Bruce Brown. Now, I got Bruce Brown as the fifth best player on this team. He provides a role similar to KCP as being a great defender and also shooting very well from the three. Now, he can pass pretty well as well. So shout out to Bruce Brown. I feel like both of these players are essential to this team. And they're two of the underrated pieces on this team that have elevated them to become the #1 seed in the West. Right behind them, I have Michael Porter Jr. Now, I have him as the 6th best player on this team. Now, I know a lot of Nuggets fans might not like this, but me personally, I feel like it's just that he hasn't fully recovered from his injury. It feels like he's still trying to get back into the role of things. And yeah, man, to be honest, I just feel like he hasn't, fully recovered from that injury and got enough reps under his belt for that injury. But he could easily be right up here once he does just get back into form. But until he does get back into form and, get his shooting numbers up, defense up, all that stuff, I do have to put him in this position. But like I said, once again, to all the Nuggets fans, I know y'all might try to crucify me, but once again, he has potential to easily be up here once he gets back into the groove of things. Right behind MPJ, I do have Bones Highland. Now, I have him in this position because I like his offense. Now, he is a pretty speedy, athletic guard, but he does struggle a little bit defensively, so I do have to knock him down when it comes to that. But other than that, he does still have a lot of potential, man. He's only 22 years old, and he has shown a lot of upside offensively. Right behind Bones Highland, I have Christian Braun. Now, I have him in this position because he is a 21-year-old, 6'7" guard that plays great defense. Now, if I was to compare him with a player, I would compare him to Alex Caruso. And the reason I say that is because he does struggle when it comes to shooting as of right now, but he does a lot of the little things well, such as, playing aggressive defense, staying in the passing lanes, things of that nature. So shout out to him for only being a rookie and being so good defensively and being so sound defensively. So yeah, I got Christian Braun in this position. Right behind Christian, I do have Vlatko Cancer. Now, I do have Cancer right here because he has been shooting the ball very well from three. He is a 25-year-old power forward, and yeah, he's been shooting 45% from three. So that's definitely valuable to this team. And yeah, I feel like he's the next power forward up once, MPJ is off the floor or once Aaron Gordon is off the floor. So shout out to him. He does have some decent potential when it comes to his shooting. And yeah, let's keep it moving. Right behind him, I have Jeff Green. Now, I got Jeff Green right here because he is one of those solid veterans that provides good mentorship, and also he does provide some pretty solid toughness as well. Now, I know these are those intangibles that people don't really like to hear, but I do feel like once the Denver Nuggets actually make it to the playoffs, I feel like he will actually play a pivotal part when it comes to this team due to that veteran presence. Now, his defense hasn't been that great this year, and his shooting hasn't been that great this year as well. But like I was saying, he does provide a lot of the intangibles, and he can still dunk on your head, man. He definitely can still dunk on your head. So shout out to Jeff Green. Right behind Jeff Green, I have Zeke Naji. Now, you could argue that Zeke Naji should be higher than Jeff Green, but me personally, I got Zeke Naji right here because he is a small ball center for this team, and the thing that sucks about him is that he doesn't really rebound that well, to be honest. In my honest opinion, he doesn't really rebound that well, but he does move his legs pretty well and make rotations well. So shout out to him on that. But other than that, it's something to be desired just because he is pretty inconsistent when it comes to his offense and defense. And I might actually put him down here. I think I might put him right here. That y'all, the Denver Nuggets fans, y'all tell me in the comments down below. Should he be on fine for garbage time / development or right here? I'm gonna put him at fine for garbage time / development for now. Right behind him, I do have Ish Smith. Now, Ish Smith, I feel like he could definitely, be a solid backup point guard on most teams, but for this team specifically, he doesn't really have a place. And that's due to, all of the returning pieces, man. You have Bones Highland playing point guard, a player that you want to actually get those minutes when it comes to the backup point guard role. You have Jamal Murray, who's still working into form, trying to get as many minutes as he can for the point guard role. So with that being said, I feel like Ish Smith, he's not garbage. He's definitely not garbage, but he just doesn't really have that much of a place on this team. But he is a veteran player that can provide solid minutes if the young guys such as Bones Highland isn't playing well. So he definitely can fill that role if they do need that veteran presence and they do need to, just have someone facilitating well besides Jokic. Right behind him, I do have DeAndre Jordan. Now, DeAndre Jordan actually hasn't been as bad as previous years. He's been a solid backup big behind Jokic. But I do have him in this position just because, man, come on now. It's DeAndre Jordan. We know that he is getting older. We know that he isn't as athletic as he used to be. And with that being said, it does hurt his case in a sense, to be honest. Also, we know he does struggle with them free throws. So if he does roll hard to the basket and get fouled, more than likely he's not going to capitalize on those free throws. So with that being said, that's tough on him. But hey, I gotta be real, man. But he does still provide a great veteran presence when it comes to this team and when it comes to just mentoring the young guys. So shout out to him when it comes to that. And he is still a pretty decent rebounder, and that's something that this team does struggle with when Jokic isn't on the floor. So shout out to him for that as well. Right behind DeAndre Jordan, I have Devon Reed. Now, Devon Reed, he's an interesting player. A year ago, he had one of the craziest defensive games ever. I remember he was locking up my boy LeBron. I don't know if that was a year ago or 2 years ago. But anyways, yeah, I remember seeing that game and seeing so much potential in him. But so far, he has pretty much been knocked out of the rotation due to it being younger, better players. And that's pretty much all I can say. Due to that, he has to be below a lot of these players just because even when he did have the opportunity to capitalize on the minutes he had, you just had young players like Christian Braun who, just surpassed them, play better defense, or, is better when it comes to the little things. So with that being said, I do have Devon Reed in this position. Right behind Reed, I do have Peyton Watson. No, I have him in this position because he is a 20-year-old 6'8" guard. No, there isn't much to really judge on him due to him not even really playing much when it comes to the games for the Denver Nuggets. So I can't really judge him. That's why I do have him at fine for garbage time / development. He is a rookie, so he does need more time. And yeah, hopefully he do get some minutes these days. Well, in these upcoming games, man. Hopefully he does get some minutes. But yeah, it's not enough sample size to actually judge him. As the worst player on the team, I do have Jack White. Now I have him in this position right behind Watson because he is older than Watson. Now he also hasn't really gotten too much run, but I feel like if a player is younger and getting no minutes, so let's say he's a rookie, I feel like that's a better sign than a person who's 25, because he is 25 years old and he is a 6'7" forward and he just hasn't gotten minutes as of yet. So with that being said, I feel like it's only right that I do put the younger player above the older player in a sense if they both haven't really been getting minutes. But hey, with that being said, let's recap this list and then I'll close out. Alright, so let's recap this list. As the best player on the team and the number one player on the team, I do have Nikola Jokic. As the second best player, I have Jamal Murray. As the third best player, I have Aaron Gordon. As the fourth best player, I have KCP. As the fifth best player, I have Bruce Brown. As the sixth best player, I have Michael Porter Jr. As the seventh best player, I have Bones Highland. As the eighth best player, I have Christian Braun. As the ninth best player, I have Vlatko Cancer. As the 10th best player, I have Jeff Green. As the 11th best player, I have Zeke Naji. As the 12th best player, I have Ish Smith. As the 13th best player, I have DeAndre Jordan. As the 14th best player, I have Devon Reed. As the 15th best player, I have Peyton Watson. And as the 16th and worst player on the team, I have Jack White. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the motherfucking channel, turn on notifications and all that good stuff, and tell me what team you want to see next in the comments down below. But with that being said, I'm out. Peace.